Libra, Libra, Libra. Hi there, guys. I hope that you're all okay. I am giving you your September reading. I think I'm going to stick to pick a card readings to tell you the truth, but I did feel like it were a good idea to do all of your astrological um, signs, your zodiac signs, actually. But at the same time, I'm going to be telling you guys about the astrology that is around you guys for the month of September. So make sure you've got a cup of tea or whatever beverage it is that you actually like, and we'll run through all of the important dates in September that you're wanting to look out for, especially now. So on the 9th of September, Libra, you've got Mercury entering Virgo. So this is basically speaking about any to-do list that you have. Make sure that you're ticking off those to-do lists, because we're impending the end of the year and your season is actually coming up next. So make sure that you have ticked off some of those lists that you'd probably made at the beginning of the year, or some of those lists that you've made to make sure that you are dedicating time and energy towards yourself. Make sure that you are thinking about what you want your impending month to be about, especially because it's your birthday month coming up next, Libra. So that's the 9th of September. We've got the full moon eclipse in the 18th of September. So this is a full super moon. It's a lunar eclipse as well, and it's in the mystical sign of Pisces. So all things in the undercurrent will be a powerful insight into your biggest dreams that you have. That's on the 18th of September. Then we have the 22nd of September, and that's when Libra season begins. This is your birthday time then. So this is speaking about like needing to have peace and love, and thinking about how you approach the rest of your year, how you're dressing. What's it called when people say like first impressions count? Like I think it takes about 60 seconds, maybe even shorter, for somebody to get an impression of somebody, just judging upon their appearance and how they're choosing to look. So think about how you are coming across to other people, but more importantly, when you look in the mirror, how are you coming across to yourself? Okay, so this the 22nd of September is about celebrating the love that's around you and celebrating your love that you have dedicated towards yourself. But not only that, the people that surround you. So it's about gratitude mainly, I would say. We then, on the 22nd of September, also fall into autumn equinox, which is when the days and the nights become equal. Okay, so this is also a great time for gratitude and reflection, because the autumn month is when things are falling away from us. And obviously, the month after that, we go into like a wintry feel, which is then looking after ourselves, and that's when we're going to the spring, and that's when you can enter into our lives. As you guys know, there is a season for everything, and with Librans, as you already know, you like a balance to things as well. Then we have the 23rd, which is the day after the 22nd of September. So the 23rd of September, we've got Venus entering Scorpio. So this is when it can be a steamy time when it comes into love, and the planet of Venus. So this is when you can basically blow caution to the wind. You might end up having a lustful relationship with somebody, but at the same time, you might want to make sure that you are taking care of your heart, because nobody is going to be able to take care of your heart more than you can. Okay. So let's get into the cards for some advice as to what the rest of your September and coming to the impending Libran season, what's coming up for you guys. I also want to mention, like I said, on the 18th of September, for my Librans personally, you're going to want to put your health first, okay? You're going to want to be thinking about asking for help, working on yourself, releasing things that are old habits and old ways of being in your life, and old ways of how you have done things in the past. How can you now start to do things in a better approach, in a better way for yourself, where it will benefit yourself, more importantly, and the people that you are around. So I want you to have a think about that. The main question that my Librans might want to be asking yourself is what you can do different this time. So there might be a lot of you guys that have made promises to yourself in the past of pretend it's fitness, right? And you've gone to the gym for the first 6 months and then you've fallen off. And now that it's coming into the month of thinking about this, you're now thinking, I'm going to go back to the gym again. What's going to be different this time? Okay. So look into that. What is going to be different this time? So Librans, we've already got our first card. Symbiosis. Okay, so look up, and then we've got Jupiter underneath, which is speaking about abundance. As we know, it's your month coming up anyway, so an abundant time is definitely going to be near for you guys. But with symbiosis, I want you to look up the numerology of sevens. That could be really symbiotic for you guys. Hang on, we'll dig further into the cards once I've got all of the oracles out for you. So for my Libras, what's coming into this impending season for them? We've got soul family. Okay. And at the bottom, we've got deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and beheld. So as that's pretty plainly speaking, you might want to make sure that you're looking after yourself in a very deep way, but soul family as well. Very pungent time for you guys. Getting in contact with people that are important to you, calling in your soul tribe, because you've probably started to make room for those people to be able to come into your life. Your soul tribe never come into your life before it's time. You've always got to have the right room around you to be able to invite these people in, because soul family are there for life. They're not there for a season. They're there forever. So Librans, what do Librans need to know coming into their impending season, the rest of September going into their season, which is Libra season? We've got authenticity. Release, as I've just been speaking about as well, releasing things, moving in harmony with yourself and moving in harmony with those around you. And then we've got my new cards that my friends just literally brought to me today. So I thought that I would use them. That's a lot of cards. Let's go back. So Libras, what's coming into their impending season moving forward? Libras, what's coming into their impending season moving forward? Inspire loyalty through fear. Play to win every time. Identify your opponents and then make them an offer that they can't refuse. So, wow, okay. Let's go deeper into these cards just so we gain a full understanding of what's going on here, right? So first of all, I can see that you guys are coming, my Libras are coming into their authenticity. They're starting to understand. You're starting to understand yourselves more than you probably ever have done before. And because of that, you'll be reaping the rewards of finding like soul family coming into your life. But at the same time, you're probably finding yourself a little bit lonely at this time, okay? Because this is speaking about collaborations, okay? This is speaking about calling in the right people for those collaborations, because you've gained a level of authenticity within yourself. So I want you to lean into what's easy for you guys and comfortable, and use this comfort that you've gained within yourself to renew yourself, to grow and to expand. As we can see, you're calling in your soul family here because you've gained a level of authenticity within yourself. But the people that you wanting to invite into your life, whether this is work, relationships, or new friendships as well, it's like this is, I would definitely say that you guys tread carefully. Make sure that you're not just inviting anybody into your life just because you wanting to work as a team with other people, because this is where you can start to get tests from the universe. So if you're calling in your soul tribe, always make sure that you know that when you meet your soul tribe, there's something effortless that happens when you meet the people that are meant to be in your life. It never feels forced. It always feels like it's a slow, progressive journey. Okay. Also, I would like to say that I need you guys to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs, because if you watch each of those signs, you will get a whole round perspective as to who you are, what you're about, and what you bring to the table as a person, and what you need to work on. So definitely look that up, because I've noticed I have to watch like 3 readings to be able to gain a full overall understanding of myself and what's coming into my impending future. Okay. So yeah, this is like investments in people, engaging family members and friends who really understand you. This is calling about soul tribe, like I've said. So it's definitely a beautiful time for you guys to be in a collective, a group minded mindset, if that makes sense. Okay. You wanting people around you as well that are super loyal towards you, people that are not fearful to tell you the truth, Libra. But like I said, you've probably had a lot of thought on your mind as to what that looks like to you. What does an authentic, true, loyal relationship with family members, friends, or lovers look like to you? Rather than you adapting to what other people would prefer for you to be, what can you do to understand that you are already bringing this towards yourself through this September? How can you reward yourself for also allowing people to come out in and out of your life in a peaceful way, where you're not doing it with a level of bitterness in your heart? Because there's not an ounce of bitterness here. For my Libras, this is all speaking about you getting to a place where you are gaining courage within yourself, and all you're asking for is loyalty, respect, and honor. That's what I would definitely say, what comes to mind when I look at this. So let's go over symbiosis. What's symbiosis? What's symbiosis for my Libras for this month impending for them? Symbiosis. What's symbiosis for my Libras? Libras. Symbiosis for Libras. That's a hell of a lot. Let's see what it actually says though. Right, so for symbiosis, yeah, this could be to do with a business idea. Okay. At the same time, though, this could also be wanting to be in partnership in a relationship with somebody who you care about very much, with the Emperor coming up. You may find that you're trying to give this person a hell of a lot of courage, because they have some like traumas that they may need to deal with. At the same time, though, they may be a very courageous person who have got through a massive things in their own lives, but you have a sense of purity that really tames this person. You really help to guide this person where they need to be in their lives. So you need to honor yourself for the authenticity that you bring to the table, but at the same time, you're probably wanting a true love relationship here, and wondering whether you should stay in this relationship or you shouldn't stay in this relationship because of the ups and downs that you're finding yourself getting into with this person. I will say that this person is probably trying to find a foundation for themselves, and they're probably starting from scratch when it comes down to that foundation. But you don't want to be in any more conflict with this person. You don't want to be arguing your points of view, Libra, and this month you will not be doing that. So with the King of Swords reversed, I want you to be aware that there is a level of narcissism that can come with that from the other person that you are interested in gaining a relationship out of in the future. But the main point here is that there is love. There is love here. You may have closed your cup somewhat in some way, shape, or form, because you may feel like the person needs to grow up a little bit when it comes down to seeing about how this relationship should be. So you're probably looking for friends as well around you guys that are susceptible to listening to all points of view when it comes down to relationships, because I get the feeling, Libra, that you guys this month are going to be coming across people that are highly opinionated about what you should be doing when it comes down to your certain love affairs, people that you are around, and people who you invest your time, patience, honor, and loyalty on. And those people, if I'm honest with you, do not have to live your life. Only you have to live your life. So your opinion needs to matter most, and you need to be around people where you can express these opinions. I can't do this with these cards. You need to be around people where you can express these opinions without feeling judged. So you're creating room for your soul tribe, but at the same time, you're probably feeling a little bit alone whilst you're going through this situation with your love life. Yeah, so your wish fulfillment is to be around people that are actually honoring things in your life, honoring who they are, honoring who you are. But the Nine of Cups is speaking about you seeking for emotional fulfillment in your life after the Ten of Cups, which is speaking about you going through a considerably painful time, Libra, where you've probably had to cut some people off from your life that have stabbed you in the back in some way, shape, or form. This is you going into the following month, and the end of this month into more of an emotionally fulfilled time. You're not going to feel as alone as you did feel in the past. You may want to keep some of these things to yourself, though, the things that are giving you emotional fulfillment, because for fear of other people judging it. But at the same time, also feeling like you want to keep some things private because you may have overshared before in the past, and probably questioning yourself as to whether that was wise now, especially now you're having to cut people out of your life. Judgment as well. So you may find there's a mother figure around you guys in the month impending. This mother may be like highly judgmental, okay? You may also find that there's somebody around you that is like a very nurturing energy, somebody that loves you very much, but they may feel like their judgment is above all and something that you need to listen to more than others. At the same time, I want you Libras to be very careful about how you are judging yourself. You may find yourself in positions where you are being highly critical, overly critical of yourself. And in actual fact, like, this life is for lessons to be learned. And I really need you guys to be gentle with yourself through this impending process, because it seems like you've really been through a lot. You may also be judging your lover in some way, shape, or form, because of them bringing you such emotional fulfillment. You may feel like you need them to see the potentiality of where this relationship could be with the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is like wanting reconciliation with somebody, but needing that person to see that you are more than worthy of the investment of a relationship. But at the same time, judging yourself for waiting around for this person. So, like I said, be easier with yourself, because this impending month is going to hold a hell of a lot of different energies for you guys. Let's go over authenticity for my Libras. Go over authenticity for my Libras. Yeah, you're at a level of completion. So it's almost like you are having to balance out your emotions drastically, because there's some sort of completion that's happened here. There's some sort of ending that has happened. And because of this, you're probably trying to find the courage to still be true to yourself whilst feeling slightly vulnerable and needing to, like, almost comfort your own heart into peacefulness. Yeah, so this impending 4 weeks is going to be an interesting one for you guys, because there's going to be a level of you guys feeling like primal, like you need to get out there and do something about making these changes, when in actual fact you're meant to be looking at the higher perspective of things and then charging forward. but right now it's probably a bit of a hibernation period for you guys, and you might need to honor that, because something inside you might feel like you need to be getting up and doing something about it in the month ahead, when in actual fact you might want to be just sitting back and letting life unfold in an authentic way, rather than you being the dictator of what is going to happen moving forward, because anything that's forced never tends to work out well. I've definitely noticed, Libras. So take that into account whilst you're seeking out the balance that you deserve in your life moving forward. Yeah, the reciprocation here, it's almost like you are looking for reciprocal energies. You're looking for people in your life that will invest in you just as much as you invest in them. You're looking for people that understand that it's important to give and take in relationships and in friendships and in work situations. So remain and maintain your authenticity whilst you are looking for this, but you may find that you're coming across some quite defensive energies in the weeks coming forward, okay? Which may make you guys feel like you still have to sit on the fence and you're unsure of what to do next. This is speaking about making sure that you are looking after yourself during this process of time, okay? Make sure that you understand that you're also going to be recognized. My eyes took me straight down to here then, which is speaking about you identifying your opponents and making them an offer that they can't refuse. So all things work, Libra, will be going very prosperous for you. Things when it comes down to relationships, you may find that that's a little bit off key, off balance, and you're still waiting for things to fall into trajectory for you, okay? Because at some point you will end up with the Ten of Pentacles, which is speaking about you having the love, the loyalty, and not only that, the financial means to be able to step into the future the way that you want to. And not only that, this is a relative that's on the spiritual end, on the spiritual realm, right? And this is probably on the feminine side. So this could be on your mum's side, okay? It could be your mum's father or your mum's grandfather, which is your great grandfather, which is watching over your situation in your life right now. I just wanted to let you guys know that. So when things come down to work, how are things going to be for Libras? Yeah, like I said, when it comes down to work, everything's going to be in perfect harmony for you guys, because that's what you're striving to achieve. You may work with somebody that really understands you massively and wants to help you massively. If not, this is you being able to achieve things for yourself and maintaining a balance within yourself that's helping you to achieve what you want. You may find that there's somebody else though in the background that's feeling rejected from not being able to be a part of this work situation. But through you sacrificing this person, which I have noticed here, like you've had to sacrifice people, like I said in the beginning, through you doing this, you probably found that it's helped you to feel way better, because you here with the Queen of Wands has managed to attain your confidence whilst getting rid of people that are not actually helpful and conducive towards um work style relationships. So if you have to work in a place, you may have found that you've fallen out with some people, but in falling out with them, you've managed to gain your confidence. So really, you've won here. I would definitely say, Libra, you haven't lost. And then lastly, we are at the Knight of Pentacles. So when it comes down to work and all things love as well, you might want to make sure that you are being truthful towards yourself about the time frame and the time scales. Sorry, guys. The time frame and the time scales as to when these things can come into fruition for you, because with the Knight of Pentacles, it can be speaking about a slow but steady progress towards the completion that you are looking for, not before all of these different endings to situations that don't serve you anymore are happening. And this is when you will find that your significant other will start to come into play. But you will have to work on your confidence first and invest in yourself and come out of these I would say this is like temperamental. This is a person that finds it difficult, as you can see, it finds it difficult to be able to sleep at night. But not only that, finds it a little bit mentally conflictive when they find that their significant other is sat on the fence with certain situations. Just remember, I'm getting that saying in my head, not my circus, not my monkeys. So if you do find that somebody's pulling away from you, who you are romantically inclined towards, make sure that you are not digesting their emotions too much. Make sure that you are not falling into the way that they choose to think about things, because it's just going to bring more conflictive energy into the relationship. You'll probably find then that there's an outpouring of emotion coming from this person, Libras, moving forward. When they give you this outpouring of emotion, they're going to want to know if all is forgiven, or whether you are going to be able to give them a chance when it comes down to trying in this relationship. And that's when you both end up in emotional fulfillment with each other. But this emotional fulfillment isn't going to come without you guys feeling slightly trapped within yourself. So make sure that you are not allowing yourselves to get bound by the mental conflicts that come when you start to gain things in your life that you are deserving of. So make sure you're working on yourself, Libras, this season coming up, and you will be recognized for everything that you are trying to do, both emotionally and financially. So I hope that that resonates for you guys, but we're going to move into the cards now, the more personal cards that I'm going to read, because this is like impending the end of the reading. But these are really helpful viewpoints for you guys to be able to gain a little bit of insight how you can move into your month with more fluidity. Because like I said, next month is your guys' month. So you want to be in a prosperous place to be able to enjoy your birthday. And I hope that I can help you along with that journey. If you want to screenshot the cards that you get, this will help you to predict your 4 weeks ahead. Okay. Wow, that was a lot. We'll take this one as well. So that's for Libras. Is there any more for Libras moving forward? Libras for the future. Libras for the future. Okay, we'll take the ones that have fallen out. Can we have some cards for Libras for the future? Libras for the future. Can we have some cards for Libras for the month ahead? Can we have some cards for Libras for the month ahead? Libras for the month ahead. And then we'll finish off with these cards. Can we have some more cards for Libras? Libras for the month ahead. Libras for the month ahead. So the bottom of that one is all the love you've put into the universe will come back tenfold. Okay, so you are investing a lot of your time and energy into people, and you're probably waiting to reap the rewards. If you're just patient and keep on making sure that you're balancing yourself out, Libras, you'll probably find that that actually does come into fruition for you. You still need to heal your broken heart. So which one of you guys, if not all of you guys, what are the broken pieces of your heart that you can now start to put back into alignment so you can come back into completion? And also book a holiday. That could be really good for some respite for you guys. That might be what the doctor has ordered. It's time to cut energetic cords with all toxic relationships, as I just brought up before. You're going towards your soul tribe, but to be able to do that, you need to have room for those people, because any person that comes in from your soul tribe, you will definitely find that they will not try to sustain a relationship with people that are toxic. So if you are a soul tribe of somebody, but you are still continuing to be in, around people that are toxic, you'll find that your soul tribe start to distance themselves away from you because they can feel the bad energy. So make sure that you keep that in mind, Libras, okay? Stop negotiating your boundaries. That's pretty self-explanatory, but To me, this is basically saying, like, when it comes down to business, when it comes down to love and friendships, don't negotiate what your deal breakers are. Make sure that you are very strong in your mind about what makes you tick when it comes down to being able to sustain a healthy, enduring relationship with people, friendship with people, work relationship with people, and make sure you know what your deal breakers are, and do not step over those lines, because whilst you step over those lines, you're probably finding that you are dishonoring yourself. They don't know you like I know you. So that could be a person that's kind of been stepping over your boundaries in the past, and they may feel like they have something that they know about you more than other people who you are now around may know about you. Um, it felt a bit narcissistic when I looked at that, I'm not going to lie. So you may have that around you in some way, shape, or form. What can you do to start dismissing yourself away from these types of relationships? What do I desire right now? So you may have been fulfilling lots of other people's desires, but what are your desires right now? When was the last time I felt emotion? So some of you guys may be feeling a little bit cold inside. So when was the last time you had a good cry at something that genuinely touched your heart or made you feel a certain type of way, put you in your feels? A flaky conversation may be being had moving forward into your next 4 weeks. Ground yourself. You may be too up in your head as well, guys. So make sure that you're grounding yourself so you're able to think in a way that is helpful towards you, not a way that's unhelpful towards you. Because when you're not grounded, I'll definitely say that you tend to be away with the fairies if the scales are not balanced for my Librans. Okay. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. See, you may be feeling some type of way to be able to speak your truths to people, when in actual fact, in you expressing your truths, you're honoring yourself. You are not dishonoring yourself. And you may feel scared to speak about your desires and your boundaries, especially when it connotates towards people that you love very much in your life. But sometimes you have to love yourself. Not even sometimes, every time. You need to love yourself more than you love other people. And that's when you will start to notice that you're coming into a place in your life where you are understanding what you're deserving of, and you will fight for that more, rather than just putting up with things just because. So it's almost like if you are a fawner, maybe you're a person that seeks other people's approval more than you're seeking your own. This card is asking you to start looking into that. Starts looking into, like, speaking your truth and being able to be confident whilst doing it. There's a group trying to conspire against you. So you may find that there's people around you, as this has come under here as well. It's saying time to cut energetic cords with all toxic relationships. Whoever these toxic people are, they are all conspiring to, I won't say take you down, but do things that are not exactly helpful towards your life and the productivity that you want to bring into your life, or being able to have and invite your soul family into your life. So be aware of that in the weeks ahead. Time to get creative. So have you been to one of those sip and paint parties before? Or is there anything that you've been interested in doing, like a pottery class? Think about what creative things you can introduce into your life in the impending weeks, because I think it would be really, really helpful for you guys to put your mind at a level, quiet place to be able to go into the end of the year not feeling like you are regretting how the year went. 3 things that inspire you. So write that down to yourself. What are the 3 things that inspire you? Your body's out of sync. So if you guys have thought about it, it could be a good idea to get some healing. I would definitely say that healing's a great thing to do, but your body may be doing some pretty strange things. You may find that you've been getting unusual tummy aches, maybe stabs in the chest that you've been feeling, or maybe you've been getting shooting pains down your legs, or tingles in your hands. Like your body, normally when the frequency is starting to change and you're going into a new version of who you are, you normally start to see these different things with how your body is reacting to these things. A twin flame is not a soulmate, so have a look up what twin flame means to you, because you may think that you're with your soulmate when in actual fact you might be with your twin flame. Low mood, you may find in the weeks moving forward that you're feeling like you are in a low mood, or you're going to be around people that do have a low mood. To help you with this and other people around you, tell them to listen to 639 hertz. This will really start to heal the people around you, but more importantly yourself. Another frequency again, 741. This could be a frequency that will dramatically help you to heal as well. This all looked neat then until I started throwing these on. Okay, so when they listen to certain songs, they think of you. Okay, so there's definitely somebody that's apart from you guys. You are playing on their mind a lot. Okay, but like I said, you may be negotiating your boundaries with these people, and that might be the reason why some space and time is needed. So don't feel sorry for them. This is something where they will need to start to understand what the parameters of the boundaries are in being able to have a relationship or a friendship with you. There's certain things that they need to do to be able to make that a fruitful, blossoming relationship and friendship. Suffering in silence. So you may be suffering in silence and you need to confide in a friend. Make sure that you do speak to your friends. Make sure if you think somebody else in these weeks coming forward that's suffering in silence, make sure you reach out to them. But do not sit in silence and suffer for yourself. Make sure that you are communicating, because mental health can fall pretty soon after feeling this way. And I don't want that for you or anybody. Make a goal and achieve it. So, what can you do to raise them endorphins by starting to pinpoint some things that you want to bring into effect into your life so you feel more accomplished in the impending weeks? 12th house, this is your subconscious. So there is some subconscious energy at play here. Think about the last time you felt like you had to be alone before you was elevated into happiness. Think about when you felt like you was insignificant in your life, and when you felt like you wasn't being creative, when you felt like you was being made to shut up as a child. What was your first memory of that? I want you to think about how you can go back into that version of yourself via a meditative state and make peace with that version of yourself, because you'll probably find that great healing comes from that. But yes, your subconscious is definitely at play here. You're feeling triggered by some of the things that are going to be coming into the next few weeks, okay? They're lying in your face. So you'll probably find that some people are starting to fabricate the truth in front of your face, but stay focused whilst you're going into the impending months, because regardless of their lies, you are still a person that is highly blessed and highly favored. And I want you to understand how favored you actually are in just allowing that abundance to come towards you. But don't mistake what the universe can do for you coming into money. So you may be investing in something that's going to be very fruitful for you. A divine ass whooping. So somebody around you is definitely getting their ass whooped by spirit. And this is probably because of the way that they've treated you. Step back and let the universe do its job. Don't step in there when you feel like you need to be showing these people sympathy, because sometimes these people need this ass whooping to start to understand, that they are severely mishandling some of the people around them, and this is why spirit comes into play, because sometimes you can't speak to a person. The universe needs to show them. Making healthier choices. Keep going, you're going to achieve great results. So if you guys are already doing things that you think are really helpful and healthy for yourself, this is your congratulatory moment that I'm giving towards you guys in showing your efforts to try to attain a new way of thinking and achieving your goals. So if you're eating better, well done to you. If you're not eating too much late at night anymore, well done. If you've cut out smoking, congratulations. I'm proud of you. If nobody's told you, I'm proud of you. You're being idolized, respected, and loved. Keep shining. So there's so many people around you that can sing your praises, Libra. Don't think about the naysayers, because they do not matter when it comes down to the grandiose scheme of things. You are a multi talented person, and you deserve all of the respect that you give out to other people. Don't accept an apology without changed behavior. So, yeah, you may be finding in the coming weeks that somebody does come towards you after they've had their divine ass whooping, that they are coming around you to apologize to see if they can get back in your good books. Make sure before you allow them back into your life, if you allow them to come back into your life, make sure they're actually proving that they have changed in some way, shape, or form, and that they are not just used to the regularity of being able to be in contact with you, so they can take advantage of that. You made a beautiful and impactful imprint on me. So there's somebody around you that you have influenced massively, and you should be proud of yourself, because when you can leave a beautiful imprint on somebody, they are never able to meet somebody that can bring a more bigger, bolder frequency into their lives. So you have made such an impression that you will find you are quite unforgettable. So don't overextend yourself too much, especially when you've made this type of impact on somebody's life. Allow them to come to an understanding of what they could lose in losing somebody like you, Libra. So I hope that this has been helpful for your future weeks coming in. I'm sending you all buckets of love, and I will probably see you soon for a pick a card reading. If not, I'll probably see you if you look up your sun, moon, and rising signs, because you will need to watch 2 other readings after this one. Take care. Massive love to you all. Bye bye.